Good evening. Hello. Welcome to the kitchen with Frank Thomson. Everybody, we've got the fire on.
Yes.
It's a bit of a chilly night.
Yes, and we've got upsides down and sideways and everything.
I know, I was trying to get Frank's accordion the right way around because of the reverse thing, but I think there's something in the settings that I can't figure out. Anyway, people are joining us. Very nice to have you with us. In case you're wondering, yes, you're quite correct. Frank's accordion should look the other way around, but...
Yes, I'm not sure why that is. It's probably just a little...
Yeah, I do. It's just a settings thing. But people are joining us. What have you been up to this week, Frank? We had Burns suppers cancelled.
Cancelled last week, but things are back to normal this week. So yeah, it was a nasty piece of weather.
We've been through it, but now loads of other...
It's nice and calm now this week.
You're not travelling. Well, we've had an amazing weekend. It's been a brilliant weekend. I will tell you all about Iona, the Rugby International, Mary Poppins. What a weekend the golfer and I have had. I mean, talk about...
Iona. I didn't know you were in Iona though.
Well, we were spiritually in Iona because the Iona in the Footsteps of Columba, which Paul Anderson wrote the music for, John Vett directed, and it starred, of course, Paul, Fiona Donaldson, Annie Grace, wonderful musicians. I will tell you a bit about that later, but what about a tune, Frank? We're upside down, we're all over the place. Very nice to have you with us. I see that Hazel Kent, thank you. You've already been sharing, which is great because you can share this, with anybody. Do you know how to do that?
I think I do, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think I do too, but sometimes
it doesn't always work.
No, it doesn't. And the settings don't always work. So all I can say is well done, Hazel Kent, because you're sharing this with your friends. And if you want to share it with your friends and join the nonsense in our kitchen on a Monday, a rather cold Monday.
Absolutely.
We've had a brilliant weekend. It was fantastic to be in the Barony Hall at Celtic Connections and it was the premiere of Paul Anderson's Iona in the Footsteps of Columba, which was a wonderful piece of music and art and poetry, and John Bett's script. Speaking of whom, John Bett, actor, director, award winner, it's his birthday today.
Oh gosh, yes.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Johnny, happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. And not only that, it's very good friend Joyce Young's birthday today, and Joyce Young, wonderful designer, dress designer of beautiful wedding gowns, beautiful mother of the bride outfits. Look up Joyce Young. I've had a few of her dresses in the past. In fact, her dresses are so beautiful, I thought I'd get married again.
Oh gosh, isn't it?
I said, the golfer wonders who too. I thought we could renew our vows.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Or review them.
He says,
Review them.
He says
renew
we can review our vows. Well, I'm definitely reviewing the vows. But if you want, ladies out there watching, if you want to get the best dress ever for a wedding,
yes.
not just mother of the bride, not just the bride, but for anything and any occasion. So anyway, Joyce Young, and hello to Maurice. It's your birthday as well.
You might be causing a few divorces here. You realise split-ups.
What, reviewing vows?
Yeah.
Now, it's someone else's birthday that I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's Kirsty Wark's birthday.
Oh, yes, okay.
Wonderful Kirsty Wark. And I would say a national treasure. So Kirsty, you're probably far too busy to be watching this, but I did notice that you're going to be up at the Word Festival in Pitlochry at the end of this month, and Kirsty's going to be interviewing Alan Cumming, whose birthday it was last week.
Good heavens.
So for all these birthdays, I think we'll do something very Scottish.
Right.
Now, John McClellan, DCM, a poll of pipers were asked what their favourite tune would be, and one of the top tunes that they love is John McClellan's of Dunoon's Loch Nagar.
Yes.
So it's near the
There's
top.
words to that, yes.
There's words to that, which we've dug out. So we give it a go. So for all the birthdays. By the autumn the winks are waking, blaeberries o'er the moors are hanging, salmon through the surging spade fight, o'er the loch and side. If you'd been, you'd have seen the scatter, the peasies or the macker, when aboon the tawny ool guides o'er the loch and side, and the heron he comes a creeping from through rashes green and dreeping, tae the pool or wily truth slide o'er the loch and side. If you ever had a reason to be here in any season, come and try the barley brie and room the fire on Loch and Side. If you ever had a notion to be welcomed with devotion, travel home or on the ocean, to be here on Loch and Side. By the autumn the pinks are winging, blaeberries o'er the moors are hanging, salmon through the surging spade fight over the Loch and Side. I have.
Bonny song, yeah.
It's a bonny song. I've never sung it, but I kind of love. You were telling me earlier. Is it a song?
It's a retreat to pipe march.
Yeah.
It's an unusual sort of tempo. Instead of the 4 beats to the bar, it's got actually 3 beats to the bar.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy one, I think, to walk to march in time.
No, but it's got such a swing.
There's a lovely swing about it.
And you can feel the kilts
yes, very
going,
much so.
can't you? I mean, it's good. It was a very nice suggestion. Thank you, whoever wrote to me and suggested that. Lots of people joining us this evening on this Monday. Frank Thomson is with me in the kitchen. The golfer is going to give us a clue, and we'll get the clue, have a tune, and then we'll see if you've got the answer. What's the clue tonight?
Who wrote Mary Poppins?
Oh, who wrote Mary Poppins? The golfer and I went to see Mary Poppins in Edinburgh. More of that later. Who wrote Mary Poppins? So play a tune, Frank, and then we'll look for the answers while they're all Googling
Yes,
like
I
that.
think someone requested, was it Dark Loch Nagar?
Yes.
I don't know who it was. I think you...
I sent that to you, didn't I? Yes.
viewers will be watching and thinking Loch Nagar, it's a loch.
Yeah.
It's not, of course.
It's not a loch, it's a mountain. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But people in Scotland will know that Loch Nagar is...
Of course they do, but there's lots of viewers out with this area, so...
Yes.
Loch Nagar is a mountain. There is a small...
In Aberdeenshire.
Loch, near to it, or on the way up.
So it's very near Balmoral, isn't it?
Very, very much so, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you climbed Loch Nagar?
Several times, yes.
Have you?
But no longer. I'm not fit enough for that sort of carry on nowadays.
But a beautiful view when you get
amazing,
to the top.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And actually, it was one of the most requested songs that my father ever had. It's such a powerful song.
Certainly.
And the words are great.
Yeah.
And but it also, you took it into a waltz, and that was
Slightly
really
different.
lovely.
Yes.
Well, there was such a beautiful selection of music composed by our own Paul Anderson from Tarland in Aberdeenshire, and many of our viewers know Paul. But it was a tour de force last Friday night at the Barony Hall at Celtic Connections. So huge congratulations to all the cast. Thanks to Celtic Connections, St Margaret's Braemar's production. And it was so well received. We had a huge house. they got a standing ovation. I felt a bit like a mother hen with Paula Gibson. She and I have been involved in helping behind the scenes. So it was lovely for Paula and Lindsay Bowden, who is the manager for St Margaret's, who put in a power of work. So it was quite special. So that was Friday. Then Saturday we went to the rugby. Bravo to Scotland.
Yes.
Did you watch the match?
No, but I heard all about it. Yeah, it was an amazing comeback.
From 19-0.
Yes.
Oh my word! It was suddenly it looked like we were steaming ahead, and then it was like, oh no, we're staring defeat in the face, and then it all came good.
How did you celebrate that win?
Well, we just had a quiet dinner, actually. It was very nice. Because we were going to Mary Poppins.
Oh, yes.
The next day. So, in fact, actually, I'd like to give this a whirl. I'm going to... who wrote Mary Poppins? Let's see.
Oh, yes.
Do we know who wrote Mary Poppins? So, Jean Campbell and Port Ellen, welcome. If you would like to write in your answers, Edmund, there was only one person that could sing Dark Loch Nagar, that would be my dad, yes. Jamie McGrigor is watching. Welcome, Jamie. Any answers for who wrote Mary Poppins? Because Pamela Lyndon Travers. I was also at the rugby, says Catherine Bell. Is that right, Francis?
Yep.
Pamela Lyndon Travers and Jamie Alistair Sutherland is answering as well. Correct, Jamie. Oh my goodness. Beat a path if you can get a ticket. And huge congratulations. That bloomin' pass. Finn Russell, says Sean. If the golfer could be a referee, I tell you what, I don't know why Scotland haven't asked him yet, because frankly, from the sidelines, he was directing. He was,
good for him.
he was definitely Scotland's coach. It was really great going to that. And then we looked forward to seeing our very own Rory MacDonald, who I've known since he was 9. He's now, 24. Mm-hmm. He's starring in Mary Poppins, one of the stars. What a cast! What a musical! What an uplifting family occasion! It was just fantastic.
That would be quite special.
So for a few people, because I'll do my ward round, Aunt Angela Gillis, she's had a bit of a rough few months, so I want to send much love to Aunt Angela and to Uncle Alistair Gillis. They've been in and out of hospital. I want to say hello to Kate Lockery, who's just out of hospital. I want to say, hope you're feeling better, Phyllis Grant, and maybe you might have a wee tune for her later about Inverness. I'm not sure, but you were looking it up.
Okay, yes.
Phyllis, I hope you're feeling a lot better. And Vivian, who broke her arm doing street dancing at school. Vivi, I know the arm's now all in plaster and everything, or in a brace anyway, so I hope it heals well. So for all of you, and also with thanks to the marvellous cast, Frank and I are going to, against all the odds, do our own orchestration of Mary Poppins' own Spoonful of Sugar.
I think it was the key of F, was it?
Try F and let me hear. Yes, that'll do. In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You'll find the fun and snap the job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. A lark, a spree, it's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest, while gathering his bits of twine and twig. Though quite intent on his pursuit, he's a man most delightful way. The honey bee that fetched the nectar from the flowers to the comb never tire of buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower they sip, and hence they find their task is not a grind. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. I'm sure the whole cast had about 4 weeks to rehearse
Good
that.
heavens.
Frank came in and you played it just like that, Frank.
Just like that, yes.
Yes.
It was a spoonful of something. I'm not sure it was sugar. Though.
The show is so good, and huge congratulations to young Rory MacDonald from Aviemore, and it was lovely to see Kay and George and Finlay and all of the MacDonald family who were there on Sunday afternoon, and also Sarah Brown was there with her mum. And I defy anyone towards the end of that show when Mary Poppins flies with her umbrella.
Oh yes, it's quite emotional, I think.
I mean, not a dry eye in the house. Well, the women anyway, and the children. It was like Mary Poppins. It was beautiful. It was enthralling.
It stood the test of time, like so many of these other musicals. Yeah.
Well, what was the musical that you were saying there's a film originally?
Yes, Entertaining Mr. Banks.
Entertaining Mr. Banks. I don't know if any of you have seen that, but have you seen
So
Entertaining?
Tom Hanks and...
Tom Hanks.
And what's her
Was
name?
it Emma Thompson?
Emma Thompson.
And it's the story of how Mary Poppins came about, because the writer Mary Travers,
P.L. Travers.
P.L. Travers.
Her actual name was P.L. Goff, but she changed her name.
Oh,
It was her.
the golfer is a
Mine. Yes, I know.
of information.
Including
She went to Disney to try, and I don't think he was interested to begin with. But
No, it was he approached her.
Oh, he approached
His
her.
daughters loved it.
Okay, so he approached
And
her.
it took 20 years for him to manage to persuade her.
Oh,
And
so
they fell out big time over the whole production, and she didn't like the way he portrayed the Mary Poppins, and well, there was real shenanigans.
Oh, so it was he who wanted to do it for 20 years?
His daughters.
Just ask the
were
golfer.
That's a
fascinated.
mine of information this man is. Yeah.
You would be surprised
Yeah.
at his knowledge of music. He's, it's all. He
Including-
hides his
yeah.
light under a bushel sometimes.
We're still waiting for the composer of the music of.
No, well,
We've got it.
but did she write the music as well?
No.
No.
She wrote a book.
Yes, okay, so you didn't ask that question. Who
No.
wrote the score?
No, I said who wrote the book.
I know, but
Oh, yes,
who
okay.
I
wrote
don't know,
the
so
score?
I've no idea.
There's another question. Who wrote the
Next week.
score? They'll be looking it up now. Hello, Maria. Hello, Jennifer. It's lovely to have you with us. And thank you to everyone who sent in requests and said hello today. It's lovely to have everyone from all over. Joni Toole, who always writes lovely messages. And we all know, I mean, the others know Frank is the favourite.
Oh.
They know
Thank you very much
there's
for that,
no,
yes.
everybody loves when you come to the kitchen, Frank.
Well, I'm glad somebody watches and listens.
What are you
Yes,
gonna play?
Well, there was a request some weeks ago for the Hens March out of Midden, and I thought this lady was joking. And she says, no, my dad used to play fiddle in one of the orchestras, the Scottish Fiddle Orchestra, who played this tune. And she says, I would love to hear you play it. So I dug out, I managed to find some music for it. But,
Now, for friends who are all over the world, do you know what a midden is? You're going to tell us what a midden is.
well, I think there's just one. There's one about 100 metres away in a walled garden at Shannaburn. But it's quite a different midden from a farm midden. You're midden,
We're talking about our compost.
your compost, which is quite different from a farm midden.
Yeah.
Because everything goes on to a farm midden, including the farm house and all the toilet waste and
I do that. No, you don't have to go into too many details.
And from the buyers and everything, all goes on to the midden. And of course, the hens just love middens. They go pecking, you know, and picking up the little tasteful parts. And it's almost, you could call it recycling in a way.
Yeah.
Because the hens pick up all these little lovely pieces, and then they lay the eggs, which you consume, and then the shells and such like go back on
the midden.
The midden. So it's a form of recycling.
Yes, it's.
I think we'd better move on.
I was going to say, who wrote the Hen's March or the Midden? Do we know?
It's lost in the mists of time.
Yeah,
yes,
because middens have gone back to time immemorial.
That's right. I think they're probably, well, they're now cesspits, you would call them. Okay.
I've often heard it played on the fiddle.
Okay.
That's for sure.
It is a fiddle tune.
Oh, right.
It's a descriptive tune because this you can.
Yes, that's the.
It's a pecking away at the midden.
Yes. Yeah. It's quite put me off.
The sound effects.
You don't see too many middens anymore, but I mean.
Well, but I think of the past, but I would think some of the older farms would still have some form of midden where everything went, including the old tractors and combines as well.
It's getting worse. There's an education watching this programme. You can find out who wrote Mary Poppins to the meaning of a midden. I was also going to say we've had several requests, and Jamie Sutherland, thank you for your suggestions and requests. He's keeping me right with songs that I haven't sung for a while, and we'll be looking them out. And also Kathleen Heary, she had requested the Green Glens of Antrim. We need to look that one out.
Yes, I confused that one with another Green Hills of
Islay.
Islay, yes. Okay.
So we need to get the Green Glens of Antrim.
We need to sort this out, yes.
And she also wanted the Loch Tay boat song. But send in requests, because sometimes we do rehearse. Not often.
5 to 6 we rehearse.
What key's that in? Now this was a request, and the Skyline of Skye.
Oh yes, okay.
We did have. Now I think we'll give that one a go.
Yes.
I want to say a big congratulations to Ellie Beaton, who's from the northeast of from the northeast of Scotland, Aberdeenshire. Ellie comes from Rothy Norman, and she just won the Young Trad Musician of the Year last night.
Amazing, yes.
And Ellie was singing with Luke. She did a set before Iona in the footsteps of Columba at the Barony Hall on Fridays, which was a real treat. So, oh my goodness, well done, Ellie. She'll be on cloud nine.
Yes,
and,
absolutely. That's an
and
amazing feat.
beautiful voice. And actually, she studied opera at the Conservatoire, and I heard her do her warm up, as all singers like to do, and it was very much an operatic warm up. But then she can sing anything, because she's singing in the folk idiom, so the keys are lower, and I mean she's got a beautiful quality in her voice. So big congratulations to Ellie Beaton, and hopefully we'll see her at St Margaret's, Braemar before too long, and also Luke, who
Yes,
was
indeed.
with her. So we're going to do the Skyline of Skye.
Now, your dad, this is one of his favourite songs,
Yeah.
and your uncle.
And my
Alistair.
Uncle Alistair too, yeah. The islands are calling me back home again, and I long for the skyline of Skye. My love, he is waiting, my love from Midden, 'neath the beautiful skyline of Skye. I left him one springtime, though I loved him so. The blue mountains whispered, "You're foolish to go." As I sailed with the tide, something died here inside. How I cried for the skyline of Skye. In memory I'm hearing the ghost of a tune that keeps haunting my heart with a sigh. It tells of our parting that sad afternoon. It's the song of the skyline of Skye. The road to the islands comes down to the sea, and that's where my love will be waiting for me, and together we'll stay till we're both old and grey, 'neath the beautiful skyline of Skye. And together we'll stay till we're both old and grey, 'neath the beautiful skyline of Skye.
Yeah, it's a lovely melody.
It is a lovely melody. You don't hear it very often either. It's not.
No, I think
It's
that's
not a
probably the
song.
first time we've done it in the.
A long
How
time.
many concerts? 200?
I think we might have done it before, but it's one that you just don't generally hear. But I mean, I just grew up with it, so. But it doesn't sound that Scottish either. That's the other thing. You don't, like a lot of songs that you would kind of put in inverted commas that you would know that they were Celtic or
Starts me thinking, who
folky
actually
or.
composed that song then? There's the thing.
Question. Another question. I'm not sure. I will ask Uncle Alistair. He will know.
Yes, he will know, for sure.
Are you going to play a wee jig or two?
Well, why not? Yes. A few reels, yes.
You cheer us all up on a Monday. You really do. To hear all those tunes, and I can just feel and sense everyone on the golfers tapping away here. He's happy.
Yes,
the dogs are happy.
I haven't seen you doing your Paddy Basque or anything like that for quite a while.
I am so desperate to get out and reel. I love it. It's one of the most fun things to do.
Well, Buchan Barn Dance is coming up shortly, so there's another date for you.
Well,
there you go, Frank. You and Fiona, perfect.
Yeah, but
okay.
I need a partner to.
I'm not for me anymore.
Good exercise.
Oh, mister.
I need a defibrillator.
It's a good workout.
You would not need a defibrillator. He's a very good country dancer, the golfer. He just.
Yeah, years ago.
No, you're very. You know all the steps.
Yeah, but that's all I'm telling you.
Oh, he's. I'm going to have to do a bit of persuading.
I think you'll have. Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, I'll sing a song for the golfer because he likes this one. It's unaccompanied, Frank. You can get a bit of a rest.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
It's in the vernacular. It's a Ewan MacColl. Well, Ewan MacColl collected so many songs.
It's probably a fishy song then.
It's a fishy song.
Right. Okay.
Come all you fisher lassies, it's come awa wi me, frae Cairn, Balgan, Gimri and frae Inver Allahy, frae Bucky and frae Aberdeen and all the country round, where I want to cut the heron, where I want to hear my tune. Oh, you rise up in the morning wi' a bundle in your hand, be at the station early, or you'll surely hate to stand. Take plenty to eat and a kettle for your tea, or you'll maybe die of hunger on the way to Yarmouth Quay. Now the journey is a langin', it takes a day or twa, and when you reach your lodging, sure as soon as sleep you'll fall. But you'll rise at 5 with the sleep still in your een. You're away to find the cotton yards along the Yarmouth Quay. Now there's coopers, there are curers, there are buyers, canny cheels, and lassies at the pickling and others at the creels, and you'll wish the fish had all been left in the sea by the time you finish cutting herring on the Yarmouth Quay. Well, it's early in the morning till late into the night. Your hands are cut and chapped and they look an intersect, and you greet like a bairn when you pit them in the bree, and you wish you were 1,000 miles off from Yarmouth Quay. Now I've got it fishing Lerwick and storing away in shields. I've worked along the Humber amongst the barrels and the creels. Whitby, Grimsby, I've travelled up and down, but the place to see the herring is the quay at Yarmouth Town.
That we sang there.
Oh, he likes that one. He likes that one. Thank you so much for joining us this Monday. Frank, you'll come soon, I hope, and I'll hopefully have figured out how to make your accordion look the way that you actually play it, in case
it's the least of my troubles. Yes.
Bewildering. Frank Thomson, everybody. Thank you for your company, and we'll see you next time.